All right, good evening, everyone. Oh my goodness, how you guys doing this beautiful evening? Ain't you excited that summer is here? Oh my goodness, I am super excited that summer is here because I can imagine, with all those jacket, all those pull up, all those things that we had home before, and then now, we gotta just be free. I'm excited, I'm happy, and then today has been really hot. Oh my goodness. All right. So how are you guys doing? Hope each and every one of you are doing fantastic this evening. I am super excited to be here with you all. All right. So we're gonna get into tonight episode. I'm super happy. All right. So, but before we get into it, let me just do a little bit of introduction, like you guys know. So, welcome on the Speaker Show. Now, the Speaker Show is a place of inspiration, motivation, where minds are being liberated through reasoning. So, if this is your first time, I want you to sit down and relax because the Speaker Show is a place that's got you. We believe very strongly that each and everyone has a dream. Each and everyone has something spectacular in them that has to be shown to the world. And then we are here to support you in that process. We are here to be with you, to guide you, because trust me, you can't run a race by yourself. You can't run a race alone. You need the right platform, the right people to support you, to guide you in order to achieve that dream that you have. So the Speaker Show is here to support you, to help you, in every way that we can. On our platform, you're going to hear a lot of motivational words, with our very special guests, with our guests, they come in with different story, different part of life, different aspect, different work areas of life. And, it's a platform that you are going to learn something. You can't go wrong because if someone's story doesn't touch your life today, there's definitely going to be a story that is going to resonate with you one way or the other. So I am super happy because I know that you are in the right place at the right time. So one more time, thank you for joining me this evening. I remain your host, your one and only Niniola Fatai. So this evening, we're going to be doing something exciting. We're going to be talking about something very important that I feel that, we need to talk about, and we need to talk about it very often, not just one time, not just, two times. It's something that has to be repeated over and over because this is a stigma that keeps a lot of people back from achieving their dream, from achieving their goals. It limits people just because they can't face the reality of their life. And my topic this evening is letting go of your past. You know, think about it. What does that how does that even sound to you? Letting go of your past. The reality is that there are a lot of people that they are stuck, in their old life. They're stuck in the old ways of doing things. They're stuck, just sometimes some might carry pain from the past and carry it on into the life that they're living now, and because of that they use that to act in a certain way that deprive them, or that kind of make people lean a little bit back from them, just because they are still dealing with the trauma. And so many things can make people to dwell on the past and not move forward. So tonight, I am here to encourage you. I am here to help you channel your way through in a way that, you can be a better person. You can come from that place that you have, from that low point that you have, and be at the top where you need to be. Understand something that, letting go is very important. You need to let go. That's the reality. No matter what is holding you, you just need to find that inner peace, because letting go is you having that inner peace within yourself that, I am happy, I'm okay. So I just want to tell you that it is very important that you let go. Some, they have family issues, family traumas, and then they're still dealing with it. Some even use it to act on their kids. The belief that, oh, the way their parent did to them is the same way that, they're gonna go on with their own current life, with their children and all that. But I want to tell you that you're in a generation that, and you're in a time that You have the power to make the choice. You have the power, the strength, and the ability to come out from those past life and be a better person, because there's better opportunity for you. You know better. Like I've always said, Maya Angelou says that when you know better, you do better. When you don't know better, you make no difference. So your parent or whatever situation, whatever that past was, I want you to understand that if you know better, you would have done better. But because you didn't know any better, this is the reason why you need to let go. So I'm going to be sharing some very, very important step with us tonight that is going to help us navigate through this journey. And most importantly, I'm going to be really, really emphasizing on dreams, because I believe that, we need to dream. And in part of you dreaming, when you let your past get in the way, there's no how you can achieve that dream that is in front of you, because something is going to be holding you back. Something is going to be blocking opportunity from you, because why? You haven't grown to that level of letting go. So some of the steps I'm going to be sharing with us tonight. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to share with us is, in any situation, in any circumstances, you need to understand the importance of you acknowledging those past, without you judging yourself. You must first face your own past with honesty, but without the inner critic voices that will tell you, especially those negative things that will tell you, you're not good enough, or you're not this, or you're not that, what that person did to you was so terrible, was so bad, that, not that negative critics that comes from within. Many people suppress or even avoid the past just because they associate with the shame. Or sometimes it can even be regret. Sometimes it can be guilt. Some, their parent passed away. That was after then. That's when they realized that, they realized some certain things. They realized some certain step, or how they could have done better, and they hold that down. They hold that so dearly in their hearts that actually block different opportunity from them. I need to tell you this evening, and you need to hear me loud and clear, that healing belongs the moment, healing begins the moment that you accept and acknowledge your mistake, that you acknowledge your past. That's when you will see things that they will begin to happen. Without you healing, honestly, the trauma is going to continue. So I want you to reach down deep within yourself this evening. Don't just listen to me, but I want you to think while we're talking, while we're having this conversation. Think along the way, what is it? What could it have been? Just think and see how you can be a better person. You can come out of whatever situation it is. And I will tell you that why this is very, very important is because when we suppress pain, very important, when we suppress pain, it says, it stay active beneath the surface and influences our decisions. That's one thing you need to understand, because acknowledgement begins, it begins when there is light, when there is light into whatever it is, where it can no longer, control you as a person. So because when you acknowledge it, you're taking control. That situation is not taking control of you. You are not being bound by that situation. That situation is not the one telling you what should be. That negative mindset is not the one telling you, oh, this is it, this is that, this is that. You are fully recovered. And this is why healing is very crucial. When you acknowledge, you need to heal from your past and see how results are going to happen. See how opportunities are going to happen for you. Now, one thing that, again, that I want to tell you this evening is this. I would like you to just try this, for example. Just try this, for example, name, just think, name the event, or maybe probably like a period without you even labeling it, saying it's bad, or maybe maybe it's failure. Like, I'll give you an example. What I mean by that is, maybe you stayed in a job for too long, And in that job, why you doing your best, with what you knew or with what you understand, yet nothing good is coming out of it. You're not getting promotion, you're not getting recognized, just because you're just there. So I want to tell you that, sincerely speaking, when you heal from your trauma and come out of it, you are going to be a better person. You are going to be seen. Your dreams are going to come into reality, because then you begin to have a vision. You begin to have clarity about where you are going. And so the second thing that I want to share with us this evening is this: separate lessons from labels. What do I mean by that? Many people make mistakes and turn them into identity statements. I failed because I am a failure. I failed because I'm not good at that thing. I failed because that thing just that business wasn't just for me. It wasn't just my thing. The question is, why did you get into it if you didn't see opportunity in it? Why did you even give it a second thought? Like, let me try it, if you didn't see opportunity in it. So, people get caught off in lying to themselves. So this step is like, it will help you. It will help you, sincerely speaking. When you separate your lesson from label, it's very, very important that you do that, because without attaching harmful label to yourself, to a situation, to a particular thing, you know without doing that, you have a greater opportunity to describe yourself. I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm beautiful. You say that even to your children. You tell them you're wonderful, you're amazing, you're a great person. You're gonna become great in your life. You're gonna do well. You have to label yourself really good. Label your children, label your family, label yourself. You need to label yourself very, very good, with honesty, because that's gonna be your identity. But when you don't separate that, and you just keep going with whatever has been thrown at you, or whatever you might have experienced in the past, whatever, like, somebody must have said to you one way or the other, and then you just accept those things, and then you carry on with it. Many people, if it's not you, but I'm telling you that many people struggle through this path. Many people are looking for a way through. So don't just see what I'm saying as, oh, it's okay, it's just casual, it's just there. No, people are going through things. If it's not you, that's okay. But the reality is that people are going through different traumas in their life. So, and we all need to understand and accept and respect that. So, and then I will tell you something why this matters a lot. It's because if you label yourself negatively, you will subconsciously, that will be the kind of growth that you will keep on going with, and then you stay consistent with that particular identity, which you shouldn't. But when you extract the lesson that, okay, this is where I failed, this is the reason why this didn't work out this way, and you forge ahead to do better, that makes life much easier for you. All right. So we're gonna go into the third thing that I want to share, because I've got 7 points for us this evening. Okay. This is very, very important that I have down on my note. This is very important. Write a release letter. What do I mean? It doesn't mean that release letter you're going to send it to someone. It doesn't mean that, like, and this is a very strategy that has worked with a lot of people. If you research this, if you make a research, like, you will see that this is something that's carried a lot of testimonies that people have come to talk about. Writing a release letter helps you a lot. Unexpressed emotions, they linger, and they can linger for so long if you don't deal with them. So this letter is to actually even is to give you a space to express what has been stuck in your mind. It could be grief, it could be anger, it could be betrayal, it could be shame, without you even filtering yourself out of it. So you this letter will actually help you a lot. Just writing down. Sometimes, some people don't have the courage to call someone and tell them, this is what I've been through, this is the situation in my life, this is what I'm going through. Some people don't have the courage to do that because they feel that anyone or everyone around them is going to judge them of the situation. But I'm going to tell you, the quickest way for you, get a sheet of paper and write them down. Express yourself. Say those things that you would love to say to someone. Say those things. Write them down. And you will see that will really lift the burden in your heart. That will soften things, the pressure that's in your heart, that you're carrying all around. That will make life much better. So if you cannot express yourself, if you cannot express your emotionally, you can as well write them down, and that will help you to move them out of your nervous system. I'm telling you, it's a form of closure, and very important, and emotional detox. I'm telling you, that is going to help you. Write a letter to yourself, your past life, someone who hurt you, a vision of your life that didn't happen, burn, or maybe even or tear it up, afterward. It's a symbol of release. When you're done writing it, you throw it away, you tear it up, and you let it go. It means that you're fully and intentionally ready to let go of whatever pain or whatever it is that you're holding on to. Now, the fourth thing that I want to share tonight with us is clear emotional. You need to clear your emotions. You need it. Your environment, physical and digital, matters a lot, because now we need to start adding digital, because many people are being influenced by social media. You hear something from social media, some will live by it. You will hear different kind of advice on social media, some will take that and begin to live their own personal life based on that, forgetting that that is just the public opinion. And the person saying it might not even be going through the exact situation that you're going through. They might just be giving their own personal opinion, personal suggestion, and then you just don't know. You just carry it and begin to act it upon your life. So you need to stop that. So your environment, physical and digital, often mirror emotional baggage into one's life. So you need to clear it out. Signals on your brain that that you are ready to move forward. Let it show forth. Let it show forth that yes, you are ready to move forward. You are ready, and you surround yourself with good people that will actually help you. Because when anything that has to do with emotion, sometimes it can be very critical. I'm telling you, it can be very, very critical. But at the end of the day, just that ability for you to to voice out, to say things, will actually help you feel better. Okay. So your surroundings trigger memories and emotion. It's okay. We understand that. I understand that sometimes that can happen, but the most important thing is letting go of old reminders. It will actually reduce mental noises and create space for the new ones. Take your phone, for example. Here is my phone. If I keep the old things on this phone, I didn't delete them. And probably, like, let's say I got this phone like maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago, or 2 years ago, let's say. And, it keeps telling me that my memory is full, my memory is full, my memory is full. But still, maybe I delete some things, or maybe it doesn't even tell me that the memory is full. But I keep leaving those things, maybe some WhatsApp messages that I don't even need. I keep stocking them on the phone, What do you think is going to happen? Eventually, the phone is going to be full. When the phone is full, what's going to happen? It's going to shut down. That's the exact same way with your life. So you need to take out the old things, the old pictures, old videos that's been on your phone, especially that it's not even relevant, but they're just occupying space. You need to take them out so you can create more room for new things that they're going to come, new informations that they're going to come on your phone. So the same thing goes with your emotion. You need to release those baggages. You need to dump them somewhere. You need to let go so new things can begin to happen, so new things, so you can begin to progress without any restriction, with a free mind, with a clear mind. You need it. You need it. So please, 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 you need to practice this. This is very, very, out of everything that I've said, I'll tell you that this is one of the most important points. Clear your emotions. You need it more than any other thing. Clean out one drawers, folders, or even corners that hold emotional weight will help you do better. So please, 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 let's do better. All right. So the fifth thing, I'm almost done. All right. Okay. So the fifth thing, forgive, but don't excuse. We hear this all the time. When you forgive, then you let go, you don't remember again. I believe very strongly that even though you forgive, sometimes the memory comes back. But when it comes back, it's not of a grief. It's not that it's not pain. It's not something that, it comes and it goes. It comes and goes. It does nothing to you when it comes. So this is the point that you need to be, when it comes to forgiveness. Forgiveness is not just saying what happened was okay. It's saying I won't carry the poison of this anymore. That's just my own personal definition of forgiveness. It's just you saying that I'm not going to carry this poison on anymore. I'm not going to hold on to this anymore. You need to forgive yourself. Whatever your parent has done to you, whatever, your siblings has done to you need to forgive. You need to let go. You need to let go. Whatever anybody has done to you need to understand that, everything happened for a reason. And like I've always said, anyone who knows where they're going, anyone who has a very clear vision will understand that things happen for a reason. So sometimes when people hurt you, you don't see it as they hurt you. You see it as a stepping stone, because there's something that you need to learn. There's a lesson that you need to learn in order to prepare you for what is to come. So when you go home with that kind of mindset, then you won't have to worry about anything. You won't have to be concerned about any other person, because your mind is whole. So you need to practice that forgive. You need to forgive. Resentment is like a latch that ties you to the past. So forgiveness cut the latches, and then you forgive your freedom, not their redemption. Keep that at the back of your mind. It is for you, not the other person. That failure, that thing that you tried, so many times and didn't happen, and you automatically see yourself as a failure, or there's that negative things that keep coming. Sometimes it's not even about what somebody else says to us, what somebody else says to you, but it's about that negative things in the mind itself that keeps reminding you that, oh, you're a failure, you're this, you cannot do better, you cannot achieve more. You can dream, but you can't dream big. You can't be like every other person, the few ones that made it to the top. You can't be like, don't listen to those things. When you forgive yourself, oh my goodness, it's a beautiful life. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful life. So you need to let go of the past so new things can happen, can take place in your life. All right. And then we run into the last one now. Reframe the narrative. You need to reframe the narrative. You can't change your past. I want you to understand that. I'm not here to tell you to forget about your past. I'm not here to tell you that, your past can be rewritten, or maybe, I'm not here to tell you that. But I'm here to let you know that you can do better when you reinforce some new ideas, when you reinforce some new ways of doing things. So you can change your past, but you can change what it means to you now. This is the heart of emotion, emotional traumas, turning wounds into wisdom. That's what you need to practice. How do you turn your wounds into wisdom? How do you turn it into victory? How do you turn those bad things into greatness? When you listen to a lot of people, I was listening to Oprah the other day, and then I remember Oprah saying that, there was a person that she lived with, and I think her grandma, or okay, so but anyways, so at the end of the day, they said to her that she can achieve much. She can do great in her life. And look at how she turns out to be. I was listening to Taraji as well too. If you look at these ladies, if you look at these people, at some point, somebody has told them that they can't. Somebody has told them that you can't achieve. Somebody have told them so many things. But what did they do? They turn those things, those words of emotion, they turn it into something that propel them to achieve greatness. Something that pushes them. They turn it into their why, to the reason why they can go and strive for something better. They want more. And each and every one of us need to want more in our life. Don't be satisfied. Don't be contented. Don't be comfortable where you are. You need to want more in your life. Don't say it's okay, because it's not okay. Where you are, it's not okay. It's just that mindset that makes you say it's okay when it's not okay. So, your story shapes your identity. Very important. If you shift the meaning of your story, you shift your self-concept, and that change everything going forward in your life. So rewrite a painful story with power in it that will help you to achieve more in your life. Trust me, like the speaker show, everybody has a dream. Everybody, there's always one thing that everybody strive for to become. But at the end of the day, only few get to it, get to the finish line. Only few gets there. And it's just because we let so many things hold us down. We let so many things get in the way. We let so many things obstruct us from achieving those greatness that has been called, that has been ordained as our home. So the last thing that I want to share with us this evening, it's been wonderful, it's been amazing, I'm excited. The last thing I want to share with us this evening is replace your purpose. Replace, any trauma, any failure, anything, replace it with purpose. Once you release the past, you need something to move forward. Purpose always, purpose, you know, uh, you need purpose in your life. Something has to fill the space. When you let go, when you're like, okay, I'm gonna carry this thing, I'm gonna dump this one. You need something to fill. You need those new things. What are the new things that are gonna come on your phone? If you remember my explanation earlier on, what are the new things? It has to be good. It has to be something fulfilling. It has to be something beneficial, not just some junk that you're gonna pack in again. So You need purpose. And understand that purpose doesn't always mean big mission or big something big. It can be a quiet commitment to growth, healing, or even creating a meaningful life. But yet you still go ahead and have a purpose. You can't do all this without filling it up with something meaningful, with something defining. So this means the mind hates vacuum, the mind hates emptiness. So if you don't consciously choose what fills the space, ah, oh my goodness, old habits will creep in. All things will creep in, and I'll still keep using the example of the phone. Like I said, if you don't fill it with something meaningful, junks are going to keep coming to your phone. Now you need to be conscious of the things that they're coming into your phone, because why? You don't want to keep deleting. You don't want to keep doing that. I just want you to take the example of phone as your life this evening and see how things are going to turn out for you. So closing up tonight, I just want to tell you that letting go isn't a single event. Quite honestly, sincerely. But I want you to understand something, that it is a practice. But each time you do it, you reclaim more of your power, clarity, and future and freedom. Each time you do that. So I want you to go this I want you to go today, with a mindset filled with fulfillment, filled with greatness, that I am ready for more. So I just want to say thank you very, very much to each and every one of you. It's been amazing. I love it. When we come on the speaker show, I just want to keep talking. But we just need to round up the show. So I just want to say thank you each and every one of you for joining us tonight, for being here with me, for your consistency. I just want to say thank you. You guys are amazing. You're lovely. And please don't forget to share the videos. Don't forget to like them. Don't just listen. Like them. It encourages me as well. When you like them, honestly, it goes a long way. So please don't just listen, like them, share them. Let someone else, let them be let this be a blessing to them. Even your friends that you don't talk to anymore, even the one you don't know the situation that they're going through, you don't know. So please share the videos. And I just want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you for joining me on the speaker show tonight. And have a very, very lovely evening. And I remain your host, your one and only, on the speaker show, Nino Lafatai. And I'll see you next week. Bye for now, everyone. Good night and see you next week. Bye bye.